Now we're going into January when the cuts will come into effect, but ahead of that, Saudis and Russia are continuing to produce at high levels, and so that we're not yet seeing the effect of the impact of those OPEC cuts. And at the same time, of course, we're seeing a pretty negative demand outlook, a lot of concerns over the global economy in various points, and a continuing very, very strong performance in US shale, even despite the price fall of the past couple of months.
Do you think that oil is looking oversold now, or are these price falls warranted?
Well, we're seeing, from early October onwards, seeing a liquidation in positions because the market sentiment has turned around because of this more negative economic outlook. So that's partly been driving this. So I think we can expect, perhaps a modest rebound as the OPEC cuts take effect as we get into the new year. But the outlook is not particularly positive, I think. I think you could see the supply picture improving from the point of view of the oil producers. Supply getting weaker in various places. If prices stay at these levels, US shale growth is surely going to slow down. But on the other hand, I think the economic outlook is just going to get worse from here.
Why haven't the OPEC cuts been effective enough in, number one, jaw-burning prices higher, but also encouraging the market that supply is going to decrease? We're looking out for this 1.2 million barrel cut from January next year, but do you think that goes far enough to support the market, or will OPEC need to act again?
Well, I think it's just getting more and more difficult. OPEC is facing forces beyond its control here, both on the supply and the demand side. So on the supply side, there's obviously the US in particular, but even within OPEC and within the OPEC Plus group, if you look at the Saudis, of course, can cut. Russia cuts, but only Russian cuts are only being phased in rather slowly in 2019. Then you've got the UAE and Kuwait, which normally support the Saudis. But beyond that, the OPEC countries, the other OPEC countries are not really cutting. If their production is falling, it's just involuntary because of field declines or security problems, or in the case of Iran, sanctions. So nobody else is really volunteering any cuts. So I think that's one reason there's some, I wouldn't say market skepticism, but the market is quite realistic about this 1.2 million barrel cut and what it can actually deliver.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.